There's more bad news in the polls for Albanese. There's this essential poll in The Guardian which showed that 63% of voters think the Prime Minister is out of touch with everyday Australians. I'm actually surprised it's not higher than 63%. And despite Albanese's effort to attack Peter Dutton, the opposition leader led the PM on the question of decisiveness, 56% compared with 43%. And then the poll also showed that 64% of people agreed that Albanese changes his opinion depending on who he thinks is listening. Rowan, that's not a surprise, is it?
No, it's not. I keep saying I sat with him for 20 years in that chamber and nobody ever said he was a leader, and we just see proof of it every day. But I thought an interesting part of that survey was also that a combination of 40% of people who thought that anti-Semitism was a major issue and 43% thought a minor issue means 88% of people think it is an issue.
Exactly.
Only 30% of people didn't. And I think that says a lot about why it is a major issue in this campaign. It is not something that is not relevant to the debate, and that decisiveness which Peter Dutton is showing very much has shown up because of the attitude he's taken on this issue.
Exactly. I mean, it's a question of national security, ultimately, which does affect all Australians. Holly, what's your perception of, it's the start of the last parliamentary fortnight before the election. What's your perception of the mood among the government and the Labor senators that you're seeing?
Look, I think what's really interesting, with that poll is that Australians are looking for someone of conviction. They're looking for a politician who actually stands for something and they know what they stand for. They might not always agree, but they know where they stand with you. And with Albanese, when you stand for nothing, you'll fall for everything. So, and I think he demonstrates that regularly. I really do think in the Senate we had the same motion today that went to the House with regards to anti-Semitism. You could see on Labor faces how much they didn't want that motion. They really don't want to be talking about it. It's something that they know they have absolutely, abjectly failed in to show any leadership, and it's led to this escalation of events that we've seen. And you can just see they don't want to talk about that. They're not quite as cocky as they were towards the end of last year. So I'm not quite sure, what they're saying in their Senate party room, but certainly in our chamber, they're not sort of demonstrating the same cockiness they were towards the end of last year.